Greg, welcome. Tell me, is AI considered a new asset class?
Yes. So I think one thing that many of the sovereign wealth funds and LPs that I work with have been very excited about is thinking about how to really increase their exposure to the tailwinds, economic tailwinds presented by AI. And I think that what we're going to see over the next few years is traditionally we've had more software-oriented asset classes and more infrastructure-oriented asset classes, and a convergence of those two into a much more heterogeneous software, data, hardware, and services stack, all built around AI. It's not very often we see a new asset class emerge in the investor world, and it's going to be interesting to see which GPs emerge as the real leaders in that space.
What about businesses that don't sit directly on the AI tech stack? How should investors be thinking about the risks and the opportunities there?
It's a fascinating question. So first of all, I believe that we are entering a new era of private equity and private capital, where even outside of the world of technology and AI, one of the biggest responsibilities of investors is going to be thinking around how they can use AI to drive more efficiency and effectiveness in the organization and maximize returns. And so whether you're talking about industrials, healthcare, services, etc., AI will have an impact on your business. That impact may involve finding ways to kind of create more EBITDA, more efficiency within the organization. In many cases, it's going to transform the way that you engage with your customers. I think many businesses, and particularly more middle market businesses, lack the internal know-how to really understand how to navigate this emerging technology. And it provides a really important opportunity for the operations groups within private equity to help guide them and create that value.
What about investment decision making? Is there a role for AI there?
Yeah, so it's a really interesting question. And I think one of the questions that we've debated within my group is there a role for us? Like, are we still going to have jobs in 5 years? And I actually feel very confident that we do. I think that AI can be very powerful in terms of processing large amounts of data, in terms of helping investors prioritize what sits in their investment pipeline, in terms of helping them use their time more in a more focused fashion. I don't believe that we're anywhere near AI serving as a substitute for decision making. I think part of that's a function of the fact that a lot of the data that informs investment decision making doesn't sit within any sort of public domain. In fact, in many cases, it doesn't even sit behind private firewalls. It sits in the minds of folks who are experts within the space, and that is a very difficult source of information for AI to extract. I also just think that we just have too many issues with hallucinations within the space for it to be a trusted source of actual investment decision making.
Greg, thank you so much.
Thank you.